Hello, Lincoln Hill High School and Lincoln Academy families. Um, Welcome to week 4 in the week 4 newsletter. I wanted to highlight a few things in this newsletter um, before you dive into it yourself and let you know some of the resources that are happening. I'm also going to spend a little bit of time on Google Classroom in this video. I just want to continue to share the fact that construction is ongoing and nearing the end for our beautiful new campus here. Some of you had a chance to stop by and see what our students will soon experience when they hopefully get to come back to school when it's safe to do so. Also, a reminder that staff are working and collaborating around instruction and supporting students frequently in their time here. One thing that you need to be aware of has to do with the grading dates and what we call sessions here at Lincoln Hill High School. Of particular note, our first grading session ends on October 6th, okay? Each grading session is between 22 and 23 days long, and each of those grading sessions earns credit, 0.125 credit, in fact, at each session. And so I would encourage you to save this, hang it on your fridge as benchmarks for grading and when students should make sure they have their work ready to go because progress reporting will happen about a week after each of these end dates for the sessions. Lincoln Academy students, just pay attention to quarters and semesters as you always have. The advisory calendar is also attached below. Some of you printed it last week. I've left it on here for another week. We will meet in advisories at 10 o'clock on the dates on the schedule below. This past week, the students got the opportunity to first meet their advisors and work with their advisors that they will have moving forward. So advisories are required and attendance is taken. At advisories, we will work on social emotional learning. We'll also work on some of the mandatory things that we need to do moving through school, including High School and Beyond plan. I encourage you to look at this quick video here made by Christy Auckland, the assistant principal at Port Susan Middle School, on how to set up Skyward notifications. If you get the 1 a.m. Email from Skyward on Saturday mornings, this is the place that will help you set that up to track how your students are doing, including attendance and grades. Also, the button below shows some other access points that you might want for Lincoln Hill High School and Lincoln Academy through Family Access. Lastly, I would encourage you to take a look at the Lincoln Collective Booster website if you're interested in being part of the Lincoln Collective Booster, which includes Lincoln Hill High School and Lincoln Academy, and the organization that supports both staff and students here at the school. Lastly, I wanted to spend a little bit of time on Google Classroom and just talk through real quick how you can support your students in their Google Classroom and in their work through the week. All classrooms are set up the same. And the thing that I would encourage you to do once you're able to sit down with your student is to really take a look at the classwork section, okay? Each different class has a different classroom. Your student is enrolled in that classroom. The classroom codes can also be found on our website. And new work is available on the Google Classroom every Thursday morning at 7:10 in the morning and is due the following Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. The first thing I would encourage you and your student to do is to look at the weekly overview and plan. And the weekly overview and plan tells everything that the student will be responsible for with regard to their learning and assignments in one document. Before they hop into the questions and the assignments that they'll see, I really encourage them to look at that plan. An example of that plan is here with Mr. Smith's science class. This is the physics class. And they should all look the same. What each of the slides for the weekly overview has in it, what the learning targets are for the week, a task checklist that should look familiar to your students by now, and really how they can move through the week progressively. The instructions, which I'm really encouraging that your students spend some time with. It seems to be a step right now that our students are missing. The work itself, and then what the assignments are, okay? Oftentimes staff are providing helpful hints and resources that I would encourage you to take a look at, as well as contacts for the staff or for this the staff member as well, can be found on the different storyboards. Okay, so if you have questions, please make sure you contact the teacher directly. If you have overall questions, you can feel free to contact myself or Miss Thompson Christie, our counselor as well. We hope you have a fabulous week ahead. As always, if you or your student need anything, please reach out to us here. If there's any barriers in place to your students' educational success, we really encourage you to reach out to us. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. Be well.